going on, guys? Flux Performance, and we're back again with another badass episode. As you can see behind me, we've got Big Za. Now, we did some upgrades on this thing. We went ahead and took the blower out from the very last time that we took it to the racetrack, and we sent it back to Procharged and had it upgraded for a 121, which we previously had an F3 112. Decided that we were going to send it in for an upgrade, and we ended up getting a 121, which is the next size up, and also another set of gears for the gear drive so that we can speed the blower up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the blower off, and I'm going to go ahead and swap the gears in the back so that we can go ahead and give it some more RPM, make more boost, and basically overall be completely faster. Now, we are getting ready for this weekend, which is Cinco de Mayo race over in Dallas, Texas, with our boys from King R Tune. Obviously, it seems like there is a lot of fast trucks that are going to be there. So I'm going to be out there with this truck. I'm going to be driving it. I'm going to be tuning on it and basically competing in the event. There is a lot of other fast trucks that I've also been tuning that are going to be there, and that I will be tuning at the racetrack as well. So this event is going to be really badass. So, but today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the Procharged off. I'm going to go ahead and swap the gears on it. I'm going to go get the cone that goes in the front, and then we're going to go to the racetrack today with this thing and make some fast passes. Like I said before, we was already making some real good, real fast passes, but we obviously always want to go faster. So, big upgrade. Let's go ahead and dive into this thing and take it apart. All right, there you go. That is how it looks with no supercharger on. Right here. This is actually a coupler. So your main drive goes in here, and then this has some rubbers inside for isolation and vibrations and all that kind of stuff. You still have to have some harmonics to dissipate the harmonics. So in here it has rubbers. When those actually get really worn out, your supercharger is going to have a lot of play in it. This is how this unit looks basically taken apart. So you've got all this one piece, your gears go in there, so we gotta have to take that part out. And obviously this is your blower. As you can see, you turn one, everything spins, and all of that spins. So we're gonna go ahead and take the back part off of it. Right now we have a set of 140 gears, which is multiplies your crank RPM times 1.4. It's a multiplication. Your blower speed, which is your ratio, which is 5.6, 5.63 in this case. Your RPM, which you're going to turn it, and then obviously your gear ratios that you put, and then that gives you RPM that you're spinning the blower. So right now we're spinning the blower probably about 61,000 RPMs. This blower is good to 72,000. So obviously it's a little slow. We're going to speed it up to be around 68, 69,000, somewhere around there. And then that'll give us, that'll put the blower in a better efficiency range and basically be happier. So let's go ahead and dive into that and see what we got in there. Okay, so if you ever wondered what makes a Procharged spin at different speeds, so this is your gear ratios inside a supercharger. So obviously this right here will make the blower speed up or slow down, whichever way you want. Obviously, depending on what gear ratios you have, well, it'll determine what speed the blower is turning. So you take that cover off. We got to take these two buttons, obviously, because that's what's holding the cover. Which is a 29 and a 20, shows you right there, 145 gear set. So we're going to go ahead and speed it up. So we got to put a higher number. So we're going to go with the 153 So that will definitely give us some more RPM on the blower and actually make more boost. Well, more boost means more power. Basically be more in its happy spot. So let's go ahead and change these gears up, put everything back together, tighten it all up, put it back in the vehicle. These are the new gears. We've got a 153, 23 and 15. 15 tooth here, 23. When you determine this is just think of it like a bicycle. Obviously, if you have a smaller sprocket in the front and a bigger sprocket in the back, you're going to have a lot of you're going to spin real fast on your feet, but the tire is not going to be going as fast. So the tire being the wheel on the supercharger, and then if you go ahead and put a larger one in the front and then a smaller one in the back, well, then that's going to increase the wheel speed on your bicycle. Same thing on the blower. So this is your pedal sprocket on your bicycle, and that is your gear sprocket in the back. So smaller one here, bigger one here, makes more speed. Gears upgraded. Took the blower off, took it apart, as you saw, and then we went ahead and changed the gears on it, put it all back together. Now we fired it up. Takes about an hour. The blower is pretty heavy, so you obviously got to put a jack under it whenever you're going to put it back in place, because it kind of hangs down, and it's just heavy for somebody to pick it up and try to maneuver it in place. But overall, it's a pretty easy swap. You can go from X amount of boost to more boost in just a short amount of time, just by changing it. You can do it at the racetrack. If you have the gear set between rounds or whatever, another person helping you, you can definitely get it done a lot faster. But for the most part, the truck is running back again. It is ready, and we're going to go ahead and see you guys at the racetrack later on tonight. All right, so let's do a little bit of math of what we just did and changed. Class is in session. So we took out a 145 gear set on it, and we put a 1.533 gear set on it. So we spin the motor 8,000 RPM. So you go ahead and multiply your 8,000. The blower gear ratio is 5.63. So every blower has different gear ratios. If you have a smaller blower, it might have a different gear ratio. If you got a bigger blower, obviously also might have a different gear ratio. So our gear ratio is 5.63. Gives us 45,040, and then we're going to multiply that by what we had, which was a 1.45, and that's going to give us a 65,308 blower speed at 8,000 RPMs. Obviously, if you spin it to 7,500, it's going to be less than 6,500. We normally spin this truck 7,600, somewhere around there. So if we go to 8,000, we're going to be at 65,308 with our previous configuration. So now if we go 8,000 RPMs times 5.63, that gives us 45,040 again. Now that gives us a blower speed of 69,048, 46, 32. So 69,000 RPMs of our blower speed at 8,000 RPMs. Now remember that this blower likes to be max RPM at 72,000, so we still have room to grow. You know, if we spin the motor higher, we can get close to those numbers. If we spin the motor less, we can upgrade the gear ratio again and then be at 72,000 on our trap speed, which is what you want to be at your high RPM or your finish line RPM. So just a little bit of mathematics, and that's how you calculate your blower speed. So if you hear somebody talking about blower speeds, that is how you calculate them. Where the hell did the sign go?
Whoa.
Dude, I didn't even notice there's no sign anymore. Like, the sign fell. What? No way.
That is crazy.
Observing is my guess.
No, actually driving and tuning.
Oh, okay. So are you the driver?
I'm the driver.
Okay, so
You should have told her I'm the tuner. You got driver and tuner. But
she ain't gonna believe you.
that shit ain't gonna go down, probably.
Damn, look at that 72 model over there. 70 model. See, I can't see it worth a shit. I'm blind as hell, but I can sure pick out a goddamn C10. Look at it. 70 model, orange. They're looking under the hood, be like, hell man, you know, I've just put this 383 small block here. But I want to go ahead and put me an LS swap unit, you know, with the 480 transmission, maybe a little turbo.
You need one of these.
I know, we need one of those to fuck it up. Cletus style. Dean bought him a new truck.
Yeah, look at that thing, man.
Damn, I like that one. It's AT4.
Yeah.
Shit. Uh-oh. This is what happens when you get scam calls.
Dig into these tacos.
Yeah. See you guys later. No, dig in.
Since that race, transmission problem the last 2 years.
Coming in hot, coming in hot. We're about to get here. XRP, Extreme Raceway Park, for Cinco de Mayo race. We are coming in hot. Friday, 5 o'clock. I don't know, there's going to be some testing going on today. I know they did some yesterday, but it rained today all day. So I know for a fact that they postponed it one extra day. They basically moved some stuff around. But we're here. We're about to pull into the racetrack. We got Big Za, the 68 Chevy from On the Gas. I'm going to be driving that thing. And got my boy JR's car. We're going to be running all steel, all glass. Right here all damn day.
Dude, I know. Look at this.
All freaking day. We got the golf cart. Like I said, we're pulling up. And it's chilly though. It is chilly.
Yeah, what is it?
I didn't even bring a hoodie. 67 degrees.
Oh, man.
I didn't even bring a hoodie.
Yeah.
But, truck's ready. All I got to do is, how you doing?
Hello.
All right. Got that taken care of though. I'll get a refund in just a bit. Anyway, I got to do, last time you saw, we went to the racetrack at HMP. We did some badass test hits. after the blower change and all that. As you saw that I did change all that stuff. And on the last pass, it had a little bit of a hesitation. Like, to me, it seemed, I didn't check it there, but it just seemed like the needles on the carburetor stayed kind of stuck. And it was blubbery a little bit, so I got new gaskets and stuff like that for it. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the covers off the carburetor. We're gonna clean the needles, clean the seats and all that kind of good stuff, and just get it back up and running 100%. As far as everything else, the truck is hauling ass, and we come today here with a purpose, and that is to put that thing on the winner's circle. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but that is what I'm planning on doing. So we're gonna see if we can execute that. And y'all stay tuned because there's gonna be some bad episodes. So on what was it, the day before yesterday when we went to go test on the last run, it just seemed like it loaded up, and I could smell that it was just raw fuel. So I figured either a cable wasn't plugged up. We checked that, make sure the rockers were tight, everything was good. It was okay. It's got to be something stuck in the carburetor, and sure enough, like a little piece of trash that went through the fuel system, and it got stuck on the needle, and obviously the float stayed open. So it was just passing raw fuel up onto the top of the carburetor, which this will be just pouring fuel, and that's why the truck was real blubbery and just not quite happy. Just a little piece of trash right there could ruin your day. Just a little piece of aluminum.
Like, you know, a little courtesy, you know, people gotta know where to step. It's perfect. I'm not even lying.
You should wear it.
You should wear it.
You ready for the?
That should be full. It's gonna take almost all of it. It's gonna leave a little bit. Target, clutch. What am I looking?
The cylinder.
Yeah.
When I push the transfer.
Yeah. Oh. Let it go?
I ain't touched it.
Huh?
I haven't touched it.
I know. Because it has a 5-second deal where it dumps it, remember?
Oh yeah.
Like after 5 seconds it dumps it. We are ready. We're ready for round one. We had to clean the carburetor a little bit. And there was some, like the needles were staying stuck, and there was actually like a sunflower seed stuck in it. So we took it apart 2-3 times, cleaned everything 2-3 times. Finally got it back in, adjusted the idle screws. Apparently they backed off, so we got it where it idles right back in at 12-20 at idle, and it's good. So we got fresh plugs in it, we got a tune-up in it, and we're gonna send it. There is 4 trucks only. There was supposed to be 10, maybe 12, but there was 4. We're gonna go ahead and see who we draw and basically just give her a run and see how it goes. So we're out here having fun anyway, so it'll be all right. It's probably okay, but it's not like what we've been testing on anyway. I wanted to get a plug reading, so that's why I got back in it and let it go up and then shut it off. That way I can get a plug reading.
Hey there, birdie. Hey there, little birdie.
The carburetor is not right because it burns my eyes really bad, and it wasn't running. It burned my eyes, and it don't do that.
But on that one, you spun, right?
Yeah, I think I'll finish on like right.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah. All right. I'll tell you what, everybody was like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah.
With the zoomies and everything.
Fuel right on the tire. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for this weekend of racing. We did good and bad. Good. The truck is still in one piece and it's working fine. Now, we did have issues with the damn carburetor for most part of the weekend. Now, we kept on getting some trash into the needles and whatnot, so I had to take it apart 3 or 4 times, and it just kept on stumbling and kind of, you know, not running very happy. We did spin a couple of times. The track to me seemed a little greasy, so I kept on taking power out, and it was a real close race. Fortunately, we did not win. They beat us by about a fender. Congrats to Spike and their crew. They actually made a nice clean pass and actually outrun us, which is no big deal. We will get everything addressed and just kind of get it to where it needs to be back again. More than likely, we're just going to toss the carburetor, and then we're just going to go ahead and go fuel injection. Everything will be a lot cleaner. Everything will be a lot better. JR's car, all steel, all glass, ended up taking the W. We did some changes to it, changed transmission. We've been having a lot of trouble with the transmission before, if you've seen them in previous videos, but put a brand new transmission on it. Everything seems to be working fine back again. The car is making great passes, making some fast passes. It did get dewy, and the weather did get you know, a lot cooler. So obviously it was making more power. Marco's truck, the green S10, also did pretty good. He went to the second round in the little G class, which has a 530 cab. So we just threw in a tune-up on it. Didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if it was going to be too fast or actually going to be too slow. But he did make it first round, and then obviously in the second round he actually did go faster than what he needed to go. But you know, that's part of it. It's racing. You can't win them all. But we did learn a couple of things that we need to address. But for the most part, we came here, Dallas, Cinco de Mayo race, had a bunch of fun, and basically spent, you know, some time here with the homies. But this is going to be it for this weekend, and we'll see you guys in the next one.